Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of ChurchMunky. Thanks so much for tuning in. It feels good to be back. I took the last week off from editing and from doing anything. I was pretty burnt out, and I had this episode banked with a couple comedian friends, and I took the week off. No editing, no filming, no nothing. And tell me why the 1 week I decide to not do anything. It's like the worst week of my fucking life. I swear to God. Started off strong with Oliver Tree dying last Sunday. Damn, bro. That fucking sucked. Honestly, I feel kind of bad because I haven't listened to his music in a few years. But honestly, I was never a big fan of Oliver Tree's music. I was always more just like a fan of his character. I remember way back in the day, him on the H3H3 podcast. He was always a funny guy. I liked the way he dressed. And I did like a couple of his songs, but I'm not going to lie for clout now that he's passed away and say I'm the biggest fan ever. But it just kind of hit because Oliver Tree was one of the artists I never really thought about that often. But I do have some core memories from high school when he first started blowing up and those goofy videos he'd make. And yeah, that really fucking hit, bro. Even though I'm not the biggest fan in the world, it's damn, really anything could happen at any minute. And now I've been seeing so many clips of him. I re-listened to him on the Bad Friends podcast. That was one of my favorites. I remember when that came out a couple years ago, and this video came out of Oliver Tree and Bobby Lee fighting in the street and taking each other's beanies and shit. And that shit was funny. Him on the Bad Friends, dude, it was so funny. He kept telling Bobby to shut up. This is me and Andrew's podcast now, Bobby. Shut up. Damn, rest in peace. That guy was really funny. But I can't lie and say I was the biggest fan of his music. I'm honestly not. I only know a few songs by him. But he has some good songs, you know. I have one of his songs on Fortnite. So, yeah. I'm a huge fan, obviously. I forget which song. I think it's I Fell Down to Earth. Whatever that one's called. It's a good song, man. And when I'm sitting in the Fortnite lobby and I hear that song, I'm like, hell yeah. I bought it about a year ago, and I remember showing my girlfriend. I was like, oh yeah, Oliver Tree. You know that guy? Now he's fucking dead. That's crazy. Yeah, so that started my week off pretty good. That was Sunday, and then I wake up Monday morning, and my car was hit in the road. That's just my luck, bro. Hit and run, parked car. You know all those jokes yo mama's so dumb she hits a parked car. Yeah, well some fucking dumbass hit my parked car. Bro, it's been a shitty-ass week. I'm lucky enough to have two vehicles. Earlier this year, I bought another vehicle. Well, I didn't buy it. I'm still paying it off, and I'm broke as hell. But I was really hoping to keep my little Ford Fiesta. It was such a good gas saver. I would drive it to open mics. I would drive it to work every day, and I'd barely ever have to fill that thing up. And it's crushed. It's gone. Fuck. But I am really lucky to have had another vehicle. This could have happened and I could have nothing to drive. So I will take my luck where it comes. Still shitty, though. A very shitty thing to wake up to. Go outside and your car's crumpled in. This motherfucker ran over one of my wheels. He had to have run it over. It's folded in half. I had hubcaps on that shit. The hubcap popped off and the rim of the tire itself is smushed, crumpled in. How are you going to do that to me, bro? And then run away, too. Not even leave a note or knock on a door and say, damn, I hit your car, my bad. No, that motherfucker ran. And he made a big mistake, dude. Little did I know, my upstairs neighbor is a small-town superhero. My upstairs neighbor was awake when my car got hit at 2:30 in the morning on Monday. He said he was up playing video games. Real G right there. He was up playing video games, heard my car got hit. He watched them pull away, and this guy jumps on his motorcycle, and chases them down. No fucking joke. Got them to pull over, called the cops, and that motherfucker got arrested. Dude, whose neighbor would do that for them? Like, I would like to say that I would do that, but I don't have a motorcycle, so I wouldn't be able to catch up to them. They were in a Dodge Charger, I think. He hopped on his motorcycle and chased them down, dude. That's so awesome. That made my day go from 0 to 100. All Monday, I was freaking out. I was just at work, like, freaking out. Like, what am I even going to do? I've been hit before, but I've never been hit and run. So, like, all day at work, what am I going to do, man? Don't even have his insurance. I'm beating myself up. I should have sold that car while I could. I was beating myself up so hard just to come home and hear that my upstairs neighbors got my back. That's fucking awesome, dude. And thanks again, bro. I know he's not listening to this, but if you ever do, man, you're the GOAT. You're the fucking man. So, yeah, now I'm just waiting for a police report so I can get the guy's name and the guy's insurance and file a claim. Because that's crazy. I think hit and run is so crazy. Like, I've never hit anybody. I've only been hit. This is my third time getting hit. Twice in the same year. What fucking luck I have, right? But I've never hit anybody, and if I did, I wouldn't run. That's such a bitch move. Like, come on. Be a man and own up to your problems. Like, I don't know. The way I was raised is like a man owns up to the things he done wrong. You don't lie. You don't run. Just so stupid. I think it was a kid, some like 19-year-old, 19, 20-year-old. I'm honestly just making that number up. I don't have a police report, but I'm hoping he was young. Because if this was like a 25-year-old guy, I'm going to beat your ass, bro. Like, at that point, it's fucking hands, bro. Give me your insurance, and I'm whooping your ass into the ground. But if it's like an 18 to 21-year-old, it's like, dude, I honestly don't think anyone under the age of 21 should be able to have horsepower over 500. Like, why? Why is that a thing that can happen? Why can an 18-year-old go get a fucking Hellcat Scat Pack, whatever the fuck, and push 800 horses? That is fucked up. Not even a year of driving under their belt, and yeah, I'm about to go whip this shit. That's so stupid. So yeah, that should not be allowed. I think you should have to be at least 22 or 23 to own a car that powerful. So yeah, I'm kind of putting that number out there saying 19 or 20 because that's what I'm hoping for. Yo, if you're listening to this and you're a 25-year-old grown man, you hit my car and fucking ran like a bitch, I'm going to beat your ass, fool. Hit me up, bro. There are YouTube DMs now. Hit me up, bro. Wherever you're watching this on, The Man Mook on Instagram, hit me up and we will have a boxing match because you are a dumbass and a bitch to be running like that. Oh, so yeah, I'm making up that he's 19 or 20, but I'm hoping it's an 18 or 19-year-old kid because honestly, I don't want to beat his ass, bro. I know it was a mistake, but I feel like there's an age limit. If you're 25 and you're still hitting running cars, like, you need an ass beating at that point, right? I mean, come on. So yeah, it's been a shitty-ass week. Oliver Tree died. My car got hit and run. And then the next day after that, I'm at my girlfriend's house, right? And I let her dog out. Everything's all cool like usual. We're trimming the cat's nails. And after like 10 minutes of letting the dog out, I look over and the fucking back door is open. Dude, I have never had a panic attack like that in my life. My heart sunk to my ass, dude. I slide the door open hella quick, and one of her cats are sitting right there. I was like, fuck. I already knew that another one had gotten out. So I scoop up the one cat and throw it inside, slam that door, make sure that shit's closed this time. And then I start looking in the backyard, and I find our other cat. Oh, my God. Just talking about it, I'm starting to sweat and get anxiety. But, oh, man. Her other cat was hiding in the corner, and I was like, hey, kitty. Hey, kitty. Went to grab him. Fucker slips right out of my hands. So I'm chasing this little guy. I'm chasing my girlfriend's cat in circles in her backyard. And I'm yelling her name, but I realized she couldn't hear me. So I open the sliding glass door, and I say, I found him. And then I slam it, and I run to the cat. He is this close to slipping through a crack in the fence. Dude, I grabbed that motherfucker as hard as I could. I have never grabbed an animal that hard because I'm like gentle to animals. I love animals. That guy was not getting away. I grabbed that motherfucker by his hips and yanked him out of that fence. I don't give a fuck. And then we ran in circles for a little while longer. He hopped another fence. God damn it. He hopped another fence, and I chased his ass. I went around the fence, and I found him. He hopped up on a shed, trying to got away from me, and I basically strangled that cat. Like, seriously, he was on top of that shed. I hopped up it. My man boobs were all cupped up on the shed, and I fucking grabbed that cat in my arm. He scratched the shit out of me. It's gone now, but he scratched the shit out of me. I don't give a fuck. I'm fucking full Nelson choking this motherfucker like it's WWE. I'm not letting this motherfucker go. And then I start walking towards the house, and my girlfriend can't see over the fence. She could see me walking, but she can't see me. And she's like, where is he? And I said, in my arms. Open the fucking door. So she opened the door, and I threw his ass in. Close call. And I felt like a dumbass. I felt so bad. I could only imagine if someone let my cat out, I'd be pissed. But I'm lucky to have the sweetest girlfriend in the world. She was not mad at me. She knew it was an accident. She was happy I got him back. But, man, what I think happened is her house has these rocks right outside the sliding glass door. And I think when I walked in from letting the dog out, I kicked some rocks up, and a rock jammed the door. Because there's no way I just left the door open. It was only like that much open. I think that I thought it was shut. You catch my drift? I think it got caught on a rock, and I fully thought it was shut. But it wasn't. And 2 of her 3 cats got out. Yeah, man. My heart in my asshole. Like, I've never been that nervous in my life. But luckily, I got the guy. Yeah, he might have scratched me a little bit, but I WWE choke slammed that motherfucker back into the house. I didn't really hurt a cat, okay? It's just a joke. I mean, I might have hurt him. Fuck him. Don't run from me like that ever again. I don't give a fuck. So, yeah, man, shitty-ass week. Oliver Tree dies, my car gets hit, and then I let a fucking cat out of the house. And then on top of all that, just a cherry on the fucking cake, dude. I quit vaping about a week ago. And, it's the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. When I was in high school, I was addicted to hard drugs. I smoked a lot of heroin. I snorted a lot of PCP. Ain't nothing as hard as quitting alcohol and nicotine. On my fucking life, there is nothing as hard. And I think it's because of how normalized it is, you know? When I was 15 and smoking heroin, people were kind of like, yeah, that's gross. Like, everyone told me, like, that's gross and you should not be doing that. And I was like, yeah, you're right. And then I stopped. But with nicotine, it's like, everyone in the fucking world has their own form of nicotine. If they don't vape, they zin. If they don't zin, they patch. If they don't patch, they nicotine gum. Like, everyone, same with drinking. Like, you're trying to stop drinking, but every social event you ever go to has alcohol? Yeah, dude, it's fucking hard. I really think it's just because of how normalized it is. And, man, I think about vaping all the time. Nicotine is a bitch. Nicotine's real, bro. When I started smoking at like 14, I was like, oh, man, whatever, dude. It's just flavored air, dude. No. That shit's intense. Without it, I shake, and yeah, it's been about 5 days now. It's pretty hard, and it's been 2 days of no vape at all, but it's been 5 days of weaning myself off it. It was really hard for me because I liked to hit the vape while I drove. Like, driving makes me very anxious, and then you hit the vape and it calms your nerves. But then that turned into me, because I drive for work. I'm a pool guy. I drive pool to pool. So me vaping while I drove turned into me vaping all day, every day, because I'm always driving everywhere. And yeah, I started at like 14 with the vapes, and I'm turning 24 this year, man. 10 years of vaping. It's enough. It's done. That shit's garbo. It's done, bro. 10 years of inhaling Chinese fumes that I can't even pronounce the name of. Like, crazy. And yeah, that's how shitty my week has been. It's just shit on shit on shit with a little shit to sprinkle it off. And it's been rough. But, hey, if you're addicted to vaping, you should fucking stop, man. It's fucking hard. And that's the thing about vaping is it's so normalized. It's like, do I really want to quit vaping? I think I just want to quit doing it as much. Like, if I could just vape in the evening and not crave it all day. But, like, if I could have a vape that's like, oh, before I record my podcast, I hit it. Or, like, oh, yeah, while I'm playing video games, I hit it. I don't think that's super unhealthy. Like, everyone has a vice. But if you were like me, I was getting these fat disposable vapes. They said 100,000 hits on them. I would kill them in 3 days. 3 or 4 days. I get paid every 2 weeks, and I was buying like three vapes every paycheck. It was tough. If you smoke like that, buddy, stop. I know it's easy to keep going. Everyone does it, and it tastes like fucking Princess Bubblegum's butthole. So, like, it doesn't taste bad. It doesn't smell bad. Nobody cares. Why stop? Because your lungs are screaming, man. Your lungs are screaming, man. Like, another reason I stopped is I was starting to get a wheeze. Like, when I would breathe in or out, after I stopped breathing, you could hear, like, breathing, like a wheeze. Man, don't get a wheeze. Just stop, bro. Just stop. And like I said, I really don't think it's that bad. Like, if your thing is at 6 p.m. before dinner, you smoke a little weed and hit a vape, have fun. Go at it, buddy. You know? I kind of tricked myself into thinking it was okay because nicotine's actually good for your immune system, you know? I hope, actually, I might just be speaking out of hand, but I remember when COVID happened, a lot of French nurses were wearing nicotine patches because they thought it helped boost your immune system and it helped you fight COVID. And, like, it also stimulates your brain, and, like, there are a lot of good uses for nicotine. So I kind of tricked myself into thinking it was okay, but it's not. Not that much. Not that much. I was having to hit it, like, 8 times in a row to feel anything. Like, the last few days, if I want to hit a vape, I'll take one big hit. I get the head rush. I feel the nicotine. To even feel slightly, a little bit of that, I'd have to hit it like 6 or 8 times. And I know it's weird, but it's specifically 6 or 8 times because I am very weird about even numbers, man. I'm not hitting that shit 5 times. I'm not hitting that shit 7 times. I'm definitely not hitting that shit 9 times. But I'll hit it 4, 6, 8, or 10 times. I don't know why. I've always been like that. But if you are needing almost 10 hits in a row of a vape to feel the zorb, man, just stop. Like, just seriously stop. And yeah, since I've stopped, it's been awesome. Now, today I was working, and this guy let me hit his vape at my job. I was cleaning this rehab. There's a rehab here in town, and I cleaned the pool for it. And this fucking guy, this fucking jackass, he's lounging by the pool the whole time I'm cleaning it. And right when I'm about to get done, this jackass stands up and goes, "Hey, so how do we get the pool water level higher?" And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "How do we get the water level to rise? Like, where's the hose or where's the automatic filler?" And I was like, "This pool doesn't have an automatic filler, and the water level's fine." And he goes, "Oh, well, I disagree." And I was like, "Okay." I tried explaining it to him. I was like, "You see, the water goes into the skimmer, and as long as you don't hear gurgling, as long as the water's not below the skimmer, the water can be anywhere as long as it's flowing into the skimmer." And he goes, "Oh, well, I disagree. I think it needs a couple hours because you could have the water up above the tiles. You could have this thing filled to the brim." And I was like, "Okay, buddy, well, go talk to the people who work at the rehab and see if they want to use 2 hours of water to fill a pool that doesn't need to be filled. Like, they probably don't want to spend the money." And he goes, "Yep, that's it. They never want to spend money. That's why this pool's falling apart. I suggest you get a new account." And he walks away. And I was like, "Buddy, I've been cleaning this fucking pool for 3 years. They pay us every month. Their filter just broke this year, and they bought a new filter like that. Some people don't want to spend money, so if something breaks in their pool, they'll be like, oh, well, it looks fine, and they'll neglect it for weeks or months or however long it takes to get the pool green, and then they freak out, and they're like, we need it fixed. It's so green. I want to swim. But no, this rehab, they're always on top of their shit. Something breaks, they buy a new one, like quick, like that. And yeah, so he makes this whole big deal about the water, and then there's this other guy sitting by the pool, and I'm like, I'm just shaking my head, and I said, well, that guy's a jackass, huh? Because, like, holy shit. He also said, oh, I was in the pool industry for a long time. I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you were. Why aren't you in the pool industry anymore? Oh, yeah, because I'm cleaning the pool at a rehab. You're in a fucking rehab telling me how to do my job. Sir, focus on not doing drugs. Leave me the fuck alone. Focus on being sober for your family. Holy shit. And I don't want to, like, I used to be a drug addict. I know it's hard. I don't want to, like, demean people because they are drug addicts. But if you're going to be a dick to me, I'm going to be a dick to you, buddy. Stop snorting all that fucking K. Fuck. Tell me how to do my job. Fucking dickhead. That guy pissed me off. But then so this other guy comes up to me and he's like, hey, ignore him, bro. It's not personal. He's like that all the time. Go ahead and hit this. Hands me a fucking vape. And I was like, damn it. I'm literally trying to quit vaping right now. Like, fuck, man. But I gave in, of course. And, dude, I hit that vape one time. I hadn't vaped in about 2 days. Hit that shit one time. Whoa, the Zorb was real. I don't know what it's called around the country, but here in the Bay Area, we call it getting zorbed. Is when you're, you know, it might be a California thing, it might be a Bay Area thing, but the head rush that you get from nicotine. Holy shit! One hit and I was zorbed to hell. He was like, oh, don't take it personally. That guy's just a jackass. I took that hit. I was like, man, no worries, man. I was so happy. It felt so good. Shit! That shit's addictive as hell, dude. So, yeah, if you vape a lot, man, I know it's hard, but you should try and quit. You really should. I know it's hard, but what else are you going to do? You only got one life. Treat your lungs right. I've abused my body for so many years, and I think it's time to get healthy, personally, in my opinion. But that's also the thing about nicotine is it helps curb your appetite. So now that I'm not smoking, I'm getting, like, cravings, like I've never had before. Like, I'm craving sweets. I'm craving food when I'm not hungry. So I'm going to stop smoking nicotine and just get fat as shit. Are you serious? Like, what's the fucking point? Oh, my God. But I'm trying really hard not to. You know, that's exactly what it is you trade one vice for another. You stop vaping, you pick up the eating. You stop eating, you pick up the smoking. And it's hard, but you need to have more healthy vices. Like I've been trying to play my instruments more. I know that sounds corny. When I start fiending for the vape, I start banging on the drums, man. It's a great feeling. I love playing the drums. I love playing the bass. And, yeah, just trying to root myself towards more healthy habits. I have been eating more, though. Like, I've never been a chips guy. I'm a fat ass. I'm a real fatso. I like food, baby. So throw down some mashed potatoes, some ribs, fucking throw down some chicken. I'm eating all day. But like all my friends my whole life, they've loved chips. And I've never been a fan of chips because they don't fill me up. I could eat a whole bag of chips and still be fucking hungry. Like, okay, give me some chips to dip in mashed potatoes, though? Oh, yeah, and now you're speaking my language. That's how you know you're a real fat ass. When you make instant mashed potatoes and your first thought is I should dip some barbecue chips into this. You've mastered being a fat ass, and you're a fatso, okay? I feel like fatso is like top final boss of fat asses, right? It might be the other way to some people, but to me, there are a lot of people that are fat ass. Like, hey, you're a fat ass. You're a fat ass. We're all kind of fat asses. Welcome to America. But to become a fatso? Yeah, I've been a fatso for a long time. Hey, fatso, keep it pushing. That's a whole different type of fat. You got your own word now. And yeah, quitting nicotine, becoming fatter. What are you going to do, man? What are you going to do? I'm trying my best out here. We try our best, and that's all we can do. But yeah, man, it's been a pretty shitty week. Rest in peace, Oliver Tree. I got that cat. My car got hit. And trying to quit vaping. Man, if I had a wife, I'd hit her. Just kidding. I have a girlfriend, and I already hit her enough. Don't need a wife for that. I'm just kidding. I don't hurt my girlfriend. Anyways, I've ranted for quite a bit, but I do have one topic for us. It's a pretty disgusting topic, pretty putrid. Might make you throw up if you're eating. Put your food down now. Bonnie Blue, I'm sure everyone knows. She's a famous porn star. I think she's British. I think she has like an OnlyFans. I mean, OnlyFans girls are porn stars, right? Or no, she gets fucked. She's a porn star, okay? Some OnlyFans girls say they're not porn stars. This girl gets fucked on camera. She's a porn star. Her name is Bonnie Blue. She's famous for doing that 1,000 men in one day. Oh my God. I'm getting nauseous to my stomach just talking about it. But I heard the craziest shit ever. She was on this British radio show because she's British. Oi, I like to let a lot of guys fuck me. You know, she's British and as fuck. Oi, I like to get my twat pounded. That's probably what she sounds like. I don't know. But I listened to her on this radio show, and apparently she's pregnant. Oh, big L. Oh, big L for that child and his life. That sucks. Oh, hey guys, how did I get famous? Or how did my mom make her money? Oh, she just fucked a bunch of guys on camera. God damn. That's going to be a sad existence. Oh, hey Timmy, nice to meet you on the playground. Hey, my dad's a lawyer. What do your parents do? Oh, my mom, she gets fucked by dudes in her ass. Oh, so sad. So sad. Keep that kid inside for sure. But what's even sadder is this bitch was talking about... Okay, I'm sorry I said that. I don't like to call women bitches. I think that's demeaning. But this bitch is a bitch, okay? She said that she wants to turn her baby shower... It hurts just to say this. Hold on. She said she wants to turn her baby shower into a golden shower. Yes, you heard me. R. Kelly style. She wants to turn her baby shower into a golden shower because it's a funny play on words, and she's going to invite a bunch of dudes to come piss on her. R. Kelly style. Not even fucking around. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, that's kind of putrid when you're pregnant. I mean, kind of putrid all the time, but especially when there's like another human inside of you. It's kind of really not cool to let people piss all over you. And not only that, but she's going to film it and upload it. Oh my God, bro. Like, I know it's... Okay, so this is where it gets hard. I don't want to be political because it is like her body, her choice. But at the same time, that is a person inside of her. Like a non-consenting person to having this video being on. I guess it doesn't show the person... But man, I can't imagine how fucked up my life would be if there was a video of my mom getting pissed on while pregnant with me. Like, what the fuck? What has society come to, bro? Shameless. Shameless hoes, man. Oh, and it was... When I first heard her, I was listening to this radio show, this British radio show, while I was cleaning pools. And when I heard her go, oh, yeah, so I have this good idea, right? I want to turn my... baby's baby shower into a golden shower where I invite men to come and pee on me freely. Dude, I was stunned. Jaw on the floor, bro. I pulled out my phone and I restarted it. I said, no, I didn't hear that right. No, I didn't. I didn't hear that right. Yes, I did. Heard it correct the first time. Jesus Christ, bro. I almost said This Is America. I almost said Welcome to America, but she's British. Holy shit. Oh my god. Yeah, I just had to I had to share that. I had to hear it. You guys had to hear it too. Nasty hoes. If you want to be an OnlyFans girl, if you want to be a porn star, whatever, dude. Getting pissed on while you're pregnant, that's another level, bro. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. So that's where we're going to end it. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. This week's album of the week is Happiness by Dance Gavin Dance, man. One of my favorite albums by Dance Gavin Dance. Kurt Travis is definitely my favorite Dance Gavin Dance singer. He sang on Happiness and the Dance Gavin Dance self-title. 2 amazing albums. I love Happiness. I was lucky enough to, in 2022, I went to Swan Fest, and then I also, later that year, saw Kurt Travis perform with Dance Gavin Dance, which was, like, really special. He was their singer over 10 years ago. They've made so many albums without Kurt Travis. But, yeah, I saw them. They were doing this tour where Andrew Wells, the singer, stepped off the stage, and so did John Mess, the screamer. He also stepped off stage because for the Happiness album, it was Kurt Travis singing and Will Swan screaming, which Will Swan is their guitarist. Happiness is the only album he's ever screamed for because John Mess stepped away. I don't know why. Probably just doing other stuff for that album, but that was really cool to see. It felt like I was watching Dance Gavin Dance 15 years ago, listening to them. I think they performed... Oh, what song did they perform? I can't even remember. It was either Charles Barker or Zoloft. I can't remember the full name of that song. Something with Zoloft or whatever. I think it was Me and Zoloft Get Along Just Fine. I think they performed that. It might have been Charles Barker, though. But anyways, I'm ranting. I'm getting on a tangent. Happiness, Dance Gavin Dance. One of their best albums. Go listen to it right now. Shut this off and go listen to Happiness by Dance Gavin Dance, because if you listen to any other podcasts, you're basically cheating on me, and you pretty much want me to die. So think about that before you go listening to another podcast, fucker. Happiness by Dance Gavin Dance. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. That was ChurchMunky. Hasta luego. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of ChurchMunky. If you made it this far, I really appreciate you. If you want any exclusive content or our social medias, all that will be at churchmunky.com. Thanks for listening.